All right, I'm getting you more news coming in from the Mumbai hit-and-run case. Meanwhile, what happened with Mihir Shah? He's been taken into custody and he's also admitted that he was on the wheels. He was driving the luxury BMW vehicle, and that when the crash happened, the woman was dragged for a while. In this case, remember, while he was produced in the court, more details and cross-questioning has revealed that he consumed alcohol not in one but two bars. He's 24 years of age. He shouldn't be served with those alcohol, with the booze, because 25 is the permissible limit. After partying at one bar in Juhu, he then went to another bar in Borivali and Malad. He has appeared to be admitted that when the crash happened, he was on the wheels, he was heavily drunk as well. And that it was the murderous drive that he was on. But remember, it has taken the life of one innocent woman and ruined the family that watched her die in pain, 45-year-old Kaveri. Motorists and passers-by, we are told, did signal this driver, but he was so high on alcohol and power that he thought he'll get away with the consequences. This is such a reminder of what unfolded in Pune. So in many ways, it appears that he continued with the murderous drive, knowing that he's dragged a woman, that he's hit a couple on the scooter, on the two-wheeler, and then continued to drive. He was aware, allegedly, we are told, according to the investigation that's happening right now, that he was aware that there was someone stuck in the vehicle as he drove for another kilometer, or was speeding this vehicle that led to the loss of life. There were some motorists who asked him to stop, but he chose not to. He ignored the signals from many passers-by who were there, right there on the street. According to investigators, he's not fully cooperating. But it's not just him. The driver, who was also with him in the car, and they had swapped the seats, he's also been questioning. There will be a joint and cross-questioning as well to understand what the sequence of the crash was and if the sequence matches. These are what the details, according to our sources on the ground, have told us. And now Saurabh Vaktania is joining me. Saurabh is interacting with a lot of senior officials, and our team on the ground is on this story. Saurabh, you tell us what is the latest in the investigations, because every time I think of what the family was saying, that the woman died in pain for what? The least that can happen, that law should catch up with such men high on power. Tell us what is the latest.
So, well, let me tell you, the latest information right now is coming that accused Mihir Shah has started to play an emotional card in this entire case. Now, let me tell you, it is very important to prove this particular case in court. All the evidence has to be admissible, then only it will be a tough punishment which will be given to Mihir Shah. But already the tactics have started, because he was trained. Actually, we clearly seems that after 60 hours he was arrested, and all this while he was getting a proper training, and now he is starting to play a victim card. What the accused Mihir Shah is telling in police custody, that there was no intention to kill the woman. He did not know what to do, and all happened so hurriedly. And now he's playing a very good victim card in the police investigation. But what the sources are clearly telling us, that when the woman was dragged for 1.5 kilometer, after which the car paused for some time, and later on he reversed the car and made sure that the woman dies on the spot. This is what the police are confirming us, and the police are also telling us that they have a proper CCTV footage of this entire incident, the entire sequence, wherein the accused is making sure that no evidence leaves behind, and therefore he makes sure that the woman dies on the spot, and therefore in a reverse position the car is taken, that this particular victim dies there. Now, very importantly, alcohol presence in Mihir Shah's medical checkup. Now, not just at the pub in Juhu, but he also consumed lot of alcohol in Malad area as well. Now, what the sources are telling us, that he ordered peg after peg, and he was taking hard drinks. That was, he was taking whiskey, which is not allowed for the person below the age of 25 to consume. So there are sheer violations which are happening in Mumbai's pubs and bar. And this guy, who just consume alcohol at one place, he's taking pegs after pegs at different places. Now, what the sources are also telling us, that not just alcohol, but he might also consume drugs as well. Now, how the cops are going to prove this in court is a very big question, because after 60 hours, this particular person is arrested, Mihir Shah, and the medical test won't get any traces of alcohol and drugs. The police are clearly telling us that they have the CCTV footage, they have the hotel bills, but that will be admissible or not in the court, that time will tell. But for the moment, the police have also recreated the entire scene. At 1:30 a.m. in the night, the cops took both the accused at the spot. They recreated the entire scene. The accused, Mihir Shah, has accepted that he was driving the car. In fact, let me tell you, driver was driving the car. He took the wheel from the driver and he was driving the vehicle under the heavy influence of alcohol and drugs as well,
tracking
which
the
the
latest on
police
this
needs
case,
to
because
prove
as the
that.
investigation is on, and what Saurabh is also telling us raises a big concern, and perhaps a reminder that at least some of these brats know that the law will catch up with them, that you cannot just flee from the consequences, especially when a person has died in this case. Times are changing specifically for these brats. All right, this is a big news coming in. I have an update coming in from Mumbai again, and as Saurabh continues to be with us, look at the visual here. An innocent woman with her husband on a two-wheeler. Now remember, like I've been saying since the past few days, there can be tragic accidents on the streets. But to be intoxicated, to be speeding a luxury vehicle, all of this because you're on a power trip, because you come from a rich family, well-connected, and thinking you'll get away if something happens. That's the issue here, similar to Pune, now in Mumbai. And that's why there are a lot of concerns that have come in with this case as well.